Hello students, this is Savita Yadav and today I am going to teach you Aunt Jennifer's Tigers by Adrian Rich. I am going to explain this poem line by line. This poem is about the constraints of a married life which Aunt Jennifer is experiencing. As you all know, you must have read this poem earlier also, but today I am going to explain you line by line. So if you do not have your book along with you children, just you can take your book with you so that you can understand in a very simple and easy manner. Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across a screen. So what is Aunt Jennifer's tiger doing? Aunt Jennifer's tigers, they are jumping across a screen. So what is that screen? On that screen, Aunt Jennifer, she is preparing a tiger. She is embroidering. The correct word for this is she is embroidering a tiger on the screen, on the panel also we can say, or on a tapestry. Okay, three words we use for preparing of Aunt Jennifer's tigers, that is screen or panel or tapestry. The spelling of tapestry is T-A-P-E-S-T-R-Y, tapestry. So what is she doing? She is embroidering a tiger on a tapestry. Bright topaz denizens of a world of green. So the color of the tiger has been described here. Topaz is a yellow colored stone and the color of the tiger is also yellow. So bright topaz has been described the color of the tiger. Denizens as you all know, they are the inhabitants. The tigers are the inhabitants or the dwellers, जिसको हम हिंदी में ये कह सकते हैं कि वो निवासी हैं. वो कहाँ के निवासी हैं? They are denizens of a world of green. So world of green means jungle or forest. So bright topaz denizens. So tigers, they are the inhabitants of a jungle or a forest. They do not fear the men beneath the tree. So as we all know that tigers, they are very strong, they are very brave, they are unafraid, they are fearless. So that is why they do not fear any of the men. So when we are talking about this line, we come to know that the whole poem is about male chauvinism. It's about male dominated society. So what are the tigers doing? They pace in sleek chivalric certainty. So this line, in a very simple manner, we can explain it in this way. They pace, that means they move. They move in sleek. Sleek means very smoothly. What are they doing? They are moving very smoothly, just like a knighthood. Here chivalric word can be considered as a knighthood. Knighthood are very brave and they are very honorable. Okay, they are very brave and they are very honorable. For chivalric, we can use these words: brave, honorable, majestic. So tigers, they pace in sleek, chivalric certainty. Here certainty is with confidence. So the full line can be explained as they move smoothly, just like a knighthood with confidence. So here the word chivalric, that has been considered as knighthood, because knighthood, they are very brave, they are very strong, they are majestic and they are honorable. So I hope this line is clear to all of you. So we'll move on with the next stanza. Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool. Now Aunt Jennifer, as we all know, she is preparing a tiger, she is embroidering a tiger, but her fingers are fluttering. Why her fingers are fluttering? There are two reasons we can say. Because she is too old. The first reason is that she is very old. And second reason is that she is very weak. We can take another reason also, that she is afraid of her husband. Why is she afraid of her husband? Because she is working under a male dominated society. She is living under a male dominated society. So that is why she is very much afraid of her husband. So her fingers are fluttering through her wool. That means firstly, she is very weak. She is very old. And then we can say that she is afraid of her husband, and that is why her fingers are fluttering, and the husband, he is absent from the scene. He is nowhere over there. He is absent from the scene, but still she is afraid of her husband. That is why her fingers are fluttering through her wool. So when she is embroidering, that means she is embroidering with the help of wool. Okay. जिसको हम कह सकते हैं कि वो कढ़ाई कर रही हैं। तो वो कढ़ाई किस चीज़ से कर रही हैं? वो ऊन से, ऊन के धागे से वो कढ़ाई कर रही हैं। तो इसलिए यहाँ पर आपको 2-3 रीज़न देना है जिससे हम ये कह सकते हैं कि हर फिंगर्स आर फ्लटरिंग। फर्स्टली शी इज़ वेरी वीक एंड ओल्ड, एंड सेकेंडली शी इज़ अफ्रेड ऑफ हर हस्बैंड, एंड दैट हस्बैंड इज अगेन ही इज़ एब्सेंट फ्रॉम दैट scene. We'll move on with the next line. And she is even finding the ivory needle hard to pull. Ivory आप कह सकते हैं elephant's teeth. Okay, वो हाथी के दांत के बने हुई सुई है। जो हाथी का दांत है उसका बना हुआ सुई है, वो उसको भी बहुत ही मुश्किल से she is not able to pull it. Again the reason could be same, that she is very weak, she is afraid of her husband, and she is very old. That is why she is even finding the ivory needle hard to pull. Then the next line is the massive weight of uncle's wedding band. Massive, again here is very heavy. The uncle's wedding band is very heavy for Aunt Jennifer. Why is it so? Actually, we can say that wedding band, it is a symbol of happiness. But here with Aunt Jennifer, it is a total contrast. Why it is opposite? Because she is not at all happy in her married life. So that is why that wedding band, it is very heavy for her. So she is finding the massive weight of uncle's wedding band, and wedding band here symbolizes the trials and tribulations of Aunt Jennifer, that she is not at all happy in her married life. So whenever you are explaining this line, you can explain in this way that wedding band, it is a symbol of happiness, but it is just opposite to Aunt Jennifer because she is not at all happy in her married life, and that is a big burden for her. We can say the massive weight, that is a big burden for her. This married life is a burden for her. And again, we'll move on with the next line. You can see in your book, sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. Again, that wedding band, it is sitting heavily on Aunt Jennifer's hand. That means, again, it is a burden for her. Why is this ring in my hand? It is just a burden for her. The final stanza is, when Aunt is dead. When Aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie, still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. So after death also, Aunt Jennifer is not at all free. She is not at all free. She is again controlled by her husband. We can say that because the wedding band is still in her finger. Okay, and she was mastered by, that means she was under the control of her husband. Ringed here is a poetic device. We can say it's spun. Okay, it has got two meaning, जिसको हम हिंदी में कहते हैं श्लेष अलंकार. So ringed word here is used as pun. So ordeals is the very unpleasant experiences and painful experiences of a married life which Aunt Jennifer is experiencing. Okay, ordeals, the meaning of ordeal is your unpleasant and painful experience. So after death also, she is not free. Still she is carrying that burden. Still she is very unpleasant. She is very not at all happy. We can say she is not at all happy, and again she is mastered by her husband. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing proud and unafraid. So finally the lines towards the end are, the tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing proud and unafraid. That means the male society will remain as it is. And after death also, Aunt is not free. We need to live under this male chauvinism. So children, the explanation part is over here. And I'm going to drop my notes in the description box. Thank you.